father truly intends to separate us, he should have done a better job of hiding the master keys. How could he be so... Not right now. Not right now. Ouch! What on earth is something so heavy doing on the middle of the floor? Is that their travel case? So father already told them. Told them before he told me. I suppose he thought that telling me the night before he sent them off that I wouldn't be able to do anything. He thinks I'm such a fool. His mistake. Hey, sweetie, can you wake up? It's important. Sweetie. Sweetie? Sweetie! I don't remember you being such a heavy sleeper. Sweetie! Sweetie! I can't shout any louder or risk waking up the other staff. I just saw your eye twitch. Are you messing with me? Very funny. But this is very urgent. Open your eyes, please. Ah, it's such a relief to see your face. After today... sorry, I didn't expect to start crying this easily. All the adrenaline that was keeping me together just disappeared once I hugged you. Sorry. I'll have time to cry later. Right now, we need to focus on getting out the mess my father's put us in. The fact he is sending off to work for a distant relative of ours, for starters, taking advantage of her need for day-round care. He'll be so busy he may not have the chance to think of me, let alone pen me a letter, or get the chance for a vacation to visit me. How does he suddenly become this selfish and callous? Or had I just been blind this whole time? You're the one who would still defend him in a situation like this. His reasoning was so stupid too, saying I was getting too attached to you, telling me this for my own good. It's so ridiculous. Mother was far more loving towards father than I've been to you. That's only because mother and father were married, so she could get away with acting more publicly affectionate than I can towards you. Please don't think I love you less. I pointed out his hypocrisy to him when he was telling me it was bad that I gave you a modified version of our family's emblem as a present. Yet he just shook his head and said I was too young to properly understand. What does that even mean? If he had something to explain to me, he should have just explained it. Instead of... He's engaging me to someone else. One of the sons of the Southern Duke. I wasn't paying attention when he was trying to tell me what one. It was like a rug had been pulled out from under my feet. He was saying I wasn't fit to inherit the estate, so instead of waiting for me to officially inherit the title and deeds, he's marrying me off to someone I've never even met so they can have the status. What father hates their daughter that much? To sacrifice the family lineage and sell his daughter to someone of likely poor character, if his treatment of the whole situation is anything to go off. Did he even consider what would happen if the Duke's son wanted to divorce me? I'd have nowhere to go. I'd be kicked out of my home, of my mother's home. It was her estate, yet he thinks he has the right to take it from me. At this rate, it's better to let me marry a servant so they can't take what is rightfully mine. That blind, goddess, damned son of a... I'm shouting too loud, sorry. The only good part about all of this is that he is yet to officially announce either your transfer or my engagement. They told me he plans to do so after your departure. So that only gives us tonight to figure out how we're going to stop this from happening. You didn't think I'd let him get away with this, did you? No, I love my father, but with this, he's gone too far. Did you know he told me he's only tolerated our relationship so far because I've struggled to make friends with the other noble ladies? Tolerated. Tolerated. If Mother was still alive, she would be livid to him to use such language. She would have happily let us be together, status be damned. It was because of her I even had the courage to pursue true love in the first place. She must be turning in her grave. So I have to think of a way to stop this so we can be together and her soul can rest peacefully. There's only one issue. Our time limit is the entirety of tonight. There's only so much we can accomplish in less than 12 hours. The first thing I thought of was to submit an engagement review with the courts in order to stop the marriage going forward. But the city is a 2-day journey from here, and that doesn't solve your transfer issue. I thought of running away as well, except it wouldn't do us any good. We'd be together for only so long. My father would hunt us down, as cruel as he is being now. I know he's only doing all of this in a misguided attempt to help me, despite the fact I told him I don't want this. That could lead to major consequences for you. And if we did manage to evade him, I wouldn't be able to give you the quality of life you deserve. We need a solution that keeps me in line for my family's fortune and you out of harm's way. There is one plan. One plan I'm certain that would work. I just need your approval for it, since you didn't like the last time I did something like this. I don't want to do this without your consent. I want to kill my father. If I manage to do it before the official announcement comes out, any attempts to transfer the title and deeds of our families to the Southern Duke family would be nipped in the bud instantly. I'd inherit everything as soon as he was pronounced dead, and then I'd take you as an official spouse before the Southern Duke could claim I was engaged to his son. Once I was the head of the family, I'd be able to stop your transfer and send another servant instead. It's the perfect solution, if you approve. I know you don't like this kind of thing. Oh, that's simple. I'd poison him. Mother left me all her books of how to dispose of unsavoury characters. It's how I learnt my techniques from last time. I'm sure she wouldn't have wanted them to be used on Father, but a silver lining is that they would be reunited. I'm sure that would even things out for her. And it would be so easy to do so as well. Whenever Father and I fight, I always bring him home a cup of his favourite tea as an apology the next morning. Then once he drank it, I'll call for a maid and then claim they were the only one who served my father tea. In fact, whatever person comes in could be the person who takes your place. I'll pay them off and then send them to my relative's estate, so they'll be too far away to report me, and still in employment, so they won't harbour resentment towards me to throw them in jail. It's perfect. Will be perfect. No, could be perfect. If you agree. I'll try to think of something else if you don't. You're okay with it? Really? Truly? I'll get started on it right away. I won't let him separate us, sweetie. I know this is probably weighing on your conscience already, but this is for the best. I need you. We need each other. We're doing what's best for us. Isn't that what lovers do? Don't think about it too hard. Just think about a wonderful future once everything is settled. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life by your side.